All right, boys and girls, this is Pirate Alli and Miss Willie, and we're going to make you some Play-Doh today, okay? Does that sound like fun? And I see a little bit of sunshine coming in the windows. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the video. All right. So, a lot of you have already made Play-Doh with Miss Willie at school, so you kind of know how this works. But we're going to go ahead and do it again so everybody gets a chance to see it, and your mommies and daddies get a chance to see it, okay? And Pirate Alli is going to help me mix. So the first thing we need to do is...
He meant Alli.
I meant Alli, that's right. I'm being silly. Her daddy put that on her today. Isn't that cute? All right. We're going to measure our flour. This is flour. You use this in cooking and for making Play-Doh. It's a lot of fun to work with and different things, okay? So, we need, for your recipe that I sent to your mommies and daddies, okay, we're going to do a basic 2.5 cup recipe of flour. So, Alli, can you put that in the bowl for me, please? That's how many cups? One. All right. Now we're going to do a second cup.
And it's number 2.
And it's number 2. Good job. Okay, put that in there for me. Okay. And now we need to get a 1/2 cup. So let me get a 1/2 cup. And yes, the table...
It's number 3.
Well, no, it's going to be half. So it's going to be 2.5. Can you say half?
Yeah, 2.5.
Just 2.5. Okay. All right, there we go. Throw that in there. All right, cool. Now... we need some salt.
I thought it was flour.
We already got flour. Now we need salt.
Can I pour it in?
Yeah. All right.
Oh my God.
Here, do me a favor. We need a 1/2 cup. I want you to do something for me there. I want you to touch it and see how it feels once I pour it. Let me fill it all up. Okay. Now, can you touch it? How does it feel?
Slowly.
How does it feel? How does it feel? How is it different from the flour? Touch the flour and see how the flour feels.
It feels like it's snow coming down the mountain.
Snow coming down the mountain. And what does this feel like? Touch it.
It's salty?
Salty, but what does it feel like, do you think? What does it remind you of? Do you ever play with sand?
Yeah.
Does it feel a little bit like sand?
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of, huh? Because they're both basically rocks. There you go. Okay, jump that in there. Woo! All right.
Now it looks like real sand.
Okay. So now we put our salt in there. And now, Alli thought that black cherry Kool-Aid would be the best Kool-Aid to make. She thought it sounded like a cool name for Kool-Aid. So we're going to use our black cherry Kool-Aid. You use the Kool-Aid that comes in the little packets. They're usually just a few cents a piece. Sometimes you can get them for $1 or less. And nothing with sugar in it, though. No sugar. Okay, guys? All right. So you got to do that to shake it down, because if you open it up, all the Kool-Aid goes up your nose, and that's no fun, man. Kool-Aid up your nose is not fun. Trust me, I've done it. Here we go. You're going to start stirring after we pour these in. You want to pour... Here, smell it first, though. See what you think of the smell.
Okay.
Does that smell? Yeah. All right, dump it in.
Oh, it's so yummy.
Dump it in. Make sure all of it's out of there. You got to tap the packet a little bit to make sure it's all out, okay?
Yep, it's all out.
All right, good. All right, now. All right, number 2. You just need 2 packets for the basic recipe. So pour it in there.
All of it?
Yeah, all of it. And make sure, pat it on the bottom. Make sure it's all out of there, okay?
I think it's all out.
Oh, way cool. All right, now you can stir.
Now can I?
Now this is the part that the kids can do. They can stir the dry ingredients. The wet ingredients you need to do and measure, because this is hot boiling water in this thermos. Miss Willie makes it with the hottest boiling water you can make it, and I pour it in the thermos and I bring it to school so we don't have to boil water around the kids. So it's just me pouring it, so just be really careful and make sure that you don't, you know, don't burn your cans or your kids, right? All right, so Miss Willie's going to first measure the oil. So if I'm making a double batch, you can stir it for a little bit more. Fine. So if Miss Willie was going to make this a double batch, which I usually do with the kids in the classroom, I would just use like a 1/4 cup of oil. But because it's a single batch, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons. And it's okay if you get a little bit extra in there. It doesn't hurt the Play-Doh. All right. Then, Miss Willie's going to pour in the water while Allie, you keep stirring, Allie, okay? We'll be ready for that in a minute.
Okay.
All right. So for the single recipe, we need 2 cups of boiling water. Look how hot it is. It's steaming. Look at Allie.
Yep.
Is it who can touch this? Only adults. Adults, right? No kids. Because it's baby hot, hot, hot. Baby hot, hot, hot. All right.
You're hilarious.
I am hilarious, aren't I? All right. In my own mind. All right. There you go. Okay. Now, I think you're done stirring and I'm done with the oil and the water. So I'm going to put these together. I have to do this because it's what?
Hot.
That's right. So I'm going to turn this so you can see how it's turning colors. It was white. Let me move that out of the way. It was white and now it's changing colors because there is a catalyst. The catalyst is the very hot water in the oil and it makes it change.
Different color.
And it changes from being into a powder into more of a solid too. And the liquid turns into a solid when we mix it together. So
It's going to be pink.
it is going to be pink. Oh my gosh.
I love pink Play-Doh.
Oh my gosh. You excited?
I love pink Play-Doh.
I know. So Grandma's going to mix it here, or Miss Willie for you guys. And I'm going to keep mixing it and mixing it. And I'm going to watch that you watch while I mix it. See how it's... Yeah, of course you can. See how it's changing? The colors are changing. And now it's all reddish pink in there. It's actually more of a red when you use the cherry. So sometimes some Play-Dohs, you might want to make one that's yellow or orange. Sometimes you have to add a little bit of food coloring because sometimes the Play-Doh doesn't make really good color in Play-Doh. But in like with cherry and like with purple, great Play-Doh, and there's a blue Play-Doh that's out too that's pretty good. And those will make very good colors. But some of them you have to add a little bit of food coloring too. Okay. All right. I'm using my muscles. My musculos. Grande musculos. It's your Spanish lesson for the day, Allie. Musculos are muscles in Spanish. All right. So now that I've used my muscles, I'm going to put this on here. Now, the kids can't touch it until it's cooled down a little bit, and I'll show you how that works. So we put a little flour on here because we're going to knead the dough. And I'll show you what kneading is for those of you that don't cook very often. All right. So it's very hot right now. So I am taking and I am using it like this. Miss Willie's been doing this a really long time. So I don't notice how hot it is like other people do. So now I'm going to go, here, you pound on the table. Yes, I love it. All right, then we're going to stir it around again. I'm going to do it again to cool it off. Ready? Baby, hot, hot, hot. Baby, hot, hot, hot. All right, now I think it might be cooled off enough for Allie to use. Here, and I have to tell you, nothing smells better or feels better or smells better than warm Play-Doh made with Kool-Aid. Ah, smell it.
But it felt a little bit hot.
It smells a little bit hot. Here, touch it and see if you can use it.
Ha!
You think it's too hot still? Really?
No, just a little.
A little bit. So you can probably use it, right? You want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a corner. All right. All right. So you can put a little bit more flour on it. You have to mix it for a little while to get it to be unsticky. So go ahead, just try. And if you go like this and pound it out flat, like that, then it'll cool it off real quick. So go make it real flat. Let's see how Miss Willie's, how Grandma's doing it. There you go.
It's hot!
Try it again. Now turn it and do the other side.
This is a little bit cold.
Now it's fine, right? Yeah.
But it's hot.
So now you knead it for a while longer and get it to the point where you can use like a cookie cutter in it, or here you go.
What's a cookie cutter?
You know what a cookie cutter is. You're being silly. I'll show you with Allie's. You can take like a measuring cup, like you can use that as a cookie cutter if you don't have a cookie cutter, okay? All right, boys and girls, that's your mom's and your lesson on making Play-Doh with Miss Willie and Pirate Alli.
Hey, I'm Allie.
Bye, everybody.